Morning, everybody. Welcome to today, where we celebrate the day of prayer for the legal protection of unborn children. And today is Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. And so, if we reflect upon today's Holy Gospel, notice how Jesus had drawn a lot of his people towards Galilee, where Jesus had continued to heal all of them to the extent that the unclean spirits had came out. And so here, Jesus continues to remind each and every one of us about how much he had done for each and every one of us, so that when time comes, we're prepared for him. And so, what lesson can we learn and take away from today's Holy Gospel? Jesus wants each and every one of us to go and forgive other people, because there are many times where we have not come to recognize about how many times God has forgiven each and every one of us. And that sometimes we forget that there are other people that are there beside each and every one of us. So sometimes when we meet them, we immediately arouse to sadness. We arouse to all of the negative thoughts that we have towards that other person the moment that we see their presence. And so Jesus reminds each and every one of us to continue to go and love other people, because this is how Jesus wants to treat each and every one of us. And then notice towards the end of today's Holy Gospel that after Jesus had cured people, the unclean spirits came out and said that truly you are the Son of God. Here, we come into question about why is it that Jesus had told the people not to make him known. Because we know that his time had not came yet. He has a lot of public ministry that he has to do right before he continues to die. And so Jesus has to go and fulfill his mission by bringing the love of God closer to the other people right before he continues to struggle. Hence, when people make Jesus know back at that time period in the gospel, that is when people tend to not make room for Jesus to come, to go and heal other people, even ourselves. And so each and every one of us here can learn that there are times where there are obstacles that get in our way of how each and every one of us are living our own life. And these obstacles can be hard to overcome, especially since we have been through these series of obstacles for a while. We have not found yet a solution to how we can overcome it. We have not found this motivation to make an effort to overcome this problem to which we have encountered in our day-to-day lives. So Jesus continues to remind each and every one of us here about the fact that all of us should strive to make room for him so that he can help guide each and every one of us. And also, we should not let our obstacles get in the way of us being able to fulfill our mission as we continue to live forth our day-to-day lives. And so today, we celebrate the day where we pray for the legal protection of unborn children. There are many people, women out there specifically, who had went through series of big health conditions, series of struggles in order for them to bear a child. And sometimes it is so difficult for them to the extent that it is really burden for them to be able to bear a child due to their own health conditions. And so each and every one of us here are called to continue to pray for the legal protection of unborn children, so that when God brings them into the world, they can continue to help build up God's kingdom. Because the more that we bring the little ones closer to God, we can come to recognize that God is present amongst each and every one of us, to the extent that all of us can feel this inner joy, this inner peace that enters into our own hearts. And so this is the mission to which God is giving each and every one of us as we continue to live forth our journey of faith. Pray for other people, because other people need our own support. Pray for other people because there are times where they couldn't make time for prayer. They have offended God so much that they don't know what they are doing in their lives. And so pray for them that they can continue to realize that God is present, so that they are able to change themselves, so that they can reunite back with God. And so today, I invite each and every one of us to go and fulfill our mission, as well as taking the time to pray for other people so that God can be present amongst them as we continue to live forth our journey of faith. Let us go and clean ourselves so that all of us can make room for God to come into our hearts, especially preparing for the time of when Jesus has to go and die for each and every one of us because of our own weaknesses that we have brought forth to Him.